People, okay, I think you are on screen, Dad.
Hi guys!
I don't know if we're live or not. We might be having technical difficulties. We will see.
We're live. No,
Are we live yet?
Yeah.
Okay, we may or may not be live. I don't know. We're having technical difficulties. Every time we live stream, we have technical difficulties. If you guys don't know who this is, well, I'm not even going to introduce them because you guys know who these people are. And we got 3 other people plus Anna hiding behind the camera right now. So basically what we're going to do is you guys just kind of give some questions here. I got live stream running on my computer and Dad and Cooper have it on their phones. So we'll just kind of answer questions as we go along. We're going to be streaming for probably a good hour here, maybe a little longer. It just depends how much fun we're having.
Has it popped up on there?
You might have to turn the volume down. Is it on my phone or are you watching on there that you're hearing it?
Do you want to turn it down?
No, we're good. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're on live. I see it here.
This is Dad's first live stream on the channel, as well as Cooper's. And if you've never live streamed before, it can be really awkward sometimes because, I mean, we're just sitting there talking to a phone sitting on a chair that's on a box on a tripod. Okay. Let's see. Plug this in. There's a lot of people messaging in right now. Holy cow.
Hey, we can see you guys on our computer, so wave everybody. Looks like we're frozen.
Oh, people are liking your ketchup shirt, Dad.
I don't know how to see
This is my new one. I just got it today.
Dad is freezing up that he's under live pressure right now. He's not used to that. Neva's behind the camera right now, as well as Summer and Mama Cornstar.
Hey!
Questions coming in?
You should be.
Someone asked how long I've been growing my mullet. I think it's probably been 2 years, maybe a little longer. Probably 2 years.
Ooh, Billy. Thank you for the donation.
Scoop, I can't see him.
You just gotta hold your finger on the screen, Mom, and then it'll go slower.
I don't even see anything.
You might have to click out and click back in, Mommy.
We got a bunch of rookies here on live streams.
We'll get this figured out, guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright. Dad, what'd you do today?
You want to see my phone?
I didn't do a whole lot today, guys. I was actually working on, I got a bunch of corn contracts in, and corn truckers gave me a bunch of their tickets, so I'm trying to correspond. We're missing some loads, so I spent a good chunk of the morning going through contracts, and then I was digging some papers out. We're trying to get ready for the renewal for the bank and get our cash flows and everything done for the year, for this coming year. So, did a lot of house inside office work.
I came over at 2 o'clock and Dad was still in his pajamas, and I think he just got up, but he said he'd been working on stuff. I don't know. Someone asked if we buy a Massey Ferguson, and before we bought our Magnum 340, we actually looked at a Massey Ferguson. It just wasn't quite up to the standards of what we wanted, so that's why we didn't buy it. But yeah, we would buy a Massey Ferguson. Seemed like nice tractors.
Well, we got a couple Massey Fergusons. We actually got 3.
Which someone asked how many tractors we have. What do we have? 7 now? 7 tractors? It's kind of like our cars. We run a car. We have a small car dealership around here. It seems like we have a gajillion vehicles, and we're kind of getting there with tractors as well. Have we bought or found a new planter? Yes, we have. In the video where we bought the new tractor, we also bought that second planter that we went and looked at. I just wasn't really thinking when we bought it, and I didn't really film the most on it. But there will be videos to come on that. Right now it's being gone through in the shop. That was in the deal when we bought it, that they were going to get it field ready. But it'll be down to our shop before you know it. So just wait. But it's a 24-row planter. Did you ever think you'd have a 24-row planter, Dad?
I never thought we'd have a 24-row planter. I actually wanted to get another 16-row, But after we kind of discussed it and the boys kind of made some good points, I think the 24 row is going to be really handy for our operation.
What's your favorite tractor?
Ooh. I actually like our old Oliver, model number 1950, because that was the tractor I probably learned on when I was a little kid, and that was kind of my dad's favorite tractor. But I don't have a cab on it, so I really like our 7140 case, and I think I'm really going to like our new tractor, the Magnum 340, but the only problem is the boys will probably never let me drive it.
He's not wrong.
Yes, Cooper is Cole's brother.
What's your favorite tractor, Coop?
Mama and Daddy were not high school sweethearts.
Probably, I don't know, I like our Big Massey or 4880. I'd probably spend the most time in that one. Or the, I don't know, the John Deere I like too, because the cab, I don't know, it's more comfortable than the case. But the case is, I guess, I like the shifting better in that one.
Neighbor, do you want to pop on screen and say anything? Mom, don't try to scroll through on that. You're going to knock the tripod over, and it's balancing right now.
Okay.
Can you not look at your phone?
Somebody asked why
I
we
have
thought
to download
the
the app.
16 row planter might be better for me, but I was just thinking the size of some of our fields, if 24 row would be bigger, too big, but I never really ran a 24 row, so to me it just absolutely looks huge. But the guys that run them, they probably think our 16 row looks really puny, so we'll adapt to it.
I told Dad we can fit our 90-foot sprayer in all our fields just fine, so a 60-foot planter should be A-okay.
Let's see here.
This is me.
Why do we never see Summer?
Get in there,
Go
Summer.
summer.
You poke your head around the corner. You're like,
Hi.
I can't see your head. It's only your body.
How do you
Hello.
see that?
Alex, I'm going to butcher this name, Alex Sowade. Thank you for the $10 donation. You don't have to do that, guys, but it's very kind of you. Ooh, boy. Dad, where'd you get that awesome Heinz sweatshirt?
It actually came into the mail. Somebody sent it to us a few months ago, and it sounded like it got sent back for some reason, and now it got sent back to our mailman today. So I just got it, putting it on. I love it. I thank everybody that sent us different shirts and sweatshirts, so I just thought it kind of looked kind of cozy tonight. I do like Heinz ketchup, so you might not know that.
Whoever asked how my vacation was, it was really good. I went skiing in Washington and Canada, and I had a lot of fun.
Tell them who I am. That's what everyone's asking.
You can do it.
Will we buy a new combine?
Ooh. You know, you always hate to say it, but someday things wore out and it comes to that. I'm kind of hoping we can get by a few more years, but we just got to kind of play it by year how the equipment's holding out right now. I hope it makes it for a few more, but someday down the road we will. That's kind of why we went with the 24-row planter also, because then we can go with a 12-row corn head when we upgrade. So we'll try it.
Cooper, what do you plan on doing after high school?
Probably just farm as of now. I don't have anything special. I go to college for welding right now. It's I guess it's the whole school year. Yeah, it's a 2-year program. I think I'm just going to do 1 year, but I'm not sure.
Man, you guys hurt my feelings when you say you're just here to watch Daddy Cornstar. Not me.
Hey, you know, a lot of times when we go out and stuff, people recognize me before Cole and stuff. It's pretty good. I gotta pick on them because that's what dads do.
Hey, Dad, how nice is it for us to make $1 million a year farming right now?
That would be really nice. Oh, I wish it would happen. It don't take long to spend $1 million. It just doesn't come in fast enough. But I guess like any other farmer, our main goal is to be able to pay our bills, try to stay ahead of the game a little bit, the last few years it's been a struggle with grain prices, and thank God we've been lucky and have some really good yields the last few years. That's kind of what's been getting us through. But I don't know. A lot of money goes through the checkbook, but a lot of money goes out.
Can I make an announcement?
Yeah.
Just scoot over Summer, and then they can see you. Or stand behind Coop. There you go.
Summer's coming in here. Who knows what she's up to?
Well, I just wanted you guys to know today is Daddy Cornstar's birthday.
Oh.
Yay! Happy birthday! That's true.
He's the big 62.
No. It's hard to raise good kids nowadays, guys.
How much is a bushel of corn worth right now? Someone asked.
Oh, bushel.
Markets.
Yeah.
So fast.
The processors right now are probably in that 386 range. I haven't really been paying attention to it too much lately. We sell a lot of ours on the board of trade and play the board of trade pretty heavy. So I guess
Why?
I haven't been paying attention to the current price lately too much. But it's probably right in that 386 range or somewhere.
Why did we pick Case over John Deere?
I don't know. We just kind of like the Case.
It's a lot cheaper.
Our dealer's pretty close to us and stuff, our Case dealer, and seems like we can work on our cases a little easier and stuff. And both tractors are very good. John Deere, Case, White, whatever you got. So, but we just kind of choose Case. But we still have a John Deere. We still have an Oliver.
You want to say the announcement on the John Deere that was different from what was in the video? Cooper?
Oh, we're not selling the John Deere. We're gonna keep it. We all decided that we liked them both too much. We're gonna keep the John Deere on the planter and park it during the fall, and we'll put the Case on the one cart, and then we'll run the other one on the new tractor.
Hey, Summer. Are you single? Scoot over.
Mom, no.
She's not.
Summer got married a couple years ago to a really nice neighbor guy.
Yes.
So we're very pleased to have him in our family, and they just live a couple miles down the road from us. So we get to see Summer all the time, and her husband.
Yes.
Someone asked if we've used the new tractor yet. We haven't. We basically drove it home, power washed it up, and parked it in the shop. Just gonna kind of sit there till the planter comes home. By the way, guys, if you don't follow us on Instagram, we all have Instagrams, and you can see behind the scenes stuff going on the farm. Dad keeps saying he's gonna put a post out on his, but he hasn't quite got there yet. Cooper makes posts every now and again, and I usually make stories. So if you want to follow us, mine's called the Cornstar. You can go to one of my latest pictures, and you can see who's tagged in it, and these two are in it, and you can also go to theirs. So give us a follow.
I need to get a post out. I haven't got that part figured out. So one of these days I will have the boys help me figure that out, and we'll get some out there. But that's pretty cool. I think I got like 7,000 followers. So thank you guys and ladies and everybody for that. That's a pretty neat honor.
Cool. Someone's asking if you can put chat in slow-mo.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna look and see if I can figure out how to do it.
Dad is not 62, he's 55.
If anyone knows how to put this in slow chat, let me know, because I don't know how to do it.
I'll Google it.
You mean how to slow the words down?
Yeah.
Well, you can touch the feed and it'll stop if you on your screen.
Happy birthday. Thank you everybody for getting the birthday happy things.
Summer.
Oh, we gotta slow this down. We get a lot of people asking why we don't haul grain with our semis to the processor. The processor is roughly hour and 20 minutes away from our house. So time we make a round trip, 3 hours would be shot. And then if we have to sit in line for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, we wouldn't get much else done on the farm. And then with our semis being a little older, we just worry about keeping them road safety. And then there's guys around here that hire out. It's kind of their living, so it helps us out. It keeps them on the road, and so we appreciate our drivers too that haul grain for us and stuff. That's kind of one reason we don't do our own trucking. Now when we haul real local to our elevator or something, yes, we will use our trucks and hauling out of the fields and stuff, but it just kind of frees up our time a little bit.
Did you find it? Cool.
Mm-mm.
Getting a lot of questions fast here. I gotta figure out how to slow my phone down.
I don't know where my live dashboard is. By the way, you're blocking.
We will keep the 4840 John Deere tractor, and we're gonna keep the Case 7140 also.
Oops. Somebody asked where you haul your grain to.
That one, just a big processor plant. About an hour and a half away.
Let's see.
Old people and technology. Hey!
I never even had a smartphone until Cole started this YouTube station. I had the flip phone. I really liked it, but then when he got YouTube, I had to be able to look at him when I was in the field and stuff, so they kind of upgraded me on that. Oh, let's see here. Stuff's coming up faster than I can see.
I know.
Somebody asked Cooper where his girlfriend is.
She's at home, not here.
Yeah, she's at home.
Did you get Holy buckets.
Cole's girlfriend's here, Neva. She's sitting on the floor. Is I'm trying to figure out how to slow this phone down so I can read the comment.
I enabled slow mode, so we're gonna see.
Mine, I can scroll it. Hold mine.
I got the oddball phone. They said they can hold theirs down and mine don't want to stop.
Someone says, what do you mean by spraying 32%? Yeah. Do you want to answer that?
32% was a question?
Somebody said, what do you mean when you say you spray 32%?
Oh, 32% is nitrogen. We spray liquid 32% nitrogen on for our corn, and then we put half rate on when we're planting with the sprayer with our weed killer, and then we come back in side dress with our nitrogen bar on our sprayer. We put the other half on when the corn's like knee high, and that's what we mean by 32%.
Did we ever have livestock?
Before the kids were born, we used to have a lot of hogs, and then when the little livestock were born, we got out of the hogs in 1988, I think it was.
No, I was a little boy.
Were you?
Because one chased me into the house.
Okay.
What did?
We had one chase you into. So apparently, one of our pigs chased Summer into the house one time, and then one time they all got out, and we were working on roofing a roof right beside the house here, and they cornered me between some buildings, and then like the crowd of them just spread, and then one walked through and he came up and bit me, and from that point on I was terrified of pigs. So when I was little I was scared of pigs.
I gotta get back on live stream. I booted myself off somehow. Oh God, where are we at? Read me some questions, Cole.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Daddy Cornstar, what's your favorite piece of equipment?
You know what? My favorite thing I always liked to run when I was little was the combine. You guys set me up on this. The combine. I always loved running that, but since my dad passed away, the boys have been kind of taking that over, which is good because they need to learn how to run it. That was probably my favorite piece of equipment to run.
Sweetbriar McCollum, thank you for the $5. If you did a super chat, I'm really sorry if I not get into it. They're just flying through 1,000 miles an hour. I'm probably like 10 minutes behind
Where'd you
on
put
reading
mine?
through this stuff. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for donating.
Okay, I'm back on it.
By the way, guys, everyone likes saying how Dad pronounces words and he thinks it's kind of funny. Dad's just kind of got his own little language and he struggles with saying a few words. So yes, you can bet we make fun of him for it.
When I was little, probably up to 7 years old, I had a lot of troubles with speaking, and I actually went to a therapist trying to help me learn how to talk. But I never had to talk much when I was little because my friends knew what I wanted to say. So like if I was in the kitchen and I pointed and I said, drink, drink, my friends would know I want to drink. So there's a few words that kind of struggled, but
I shouldn't say we make fun of him that he has a hard time saying some words. We just make him say words that we know he has a hard time saying. Like combine, he says combine, and wash, he says wash. Pepto-Bismol, Pepto-Bismol,
Pepto-Bismol.
Pepto-Bismol, or Flamingo. That's the best one. You get something new out of him every time.
Big bird.
it keeps you on your ears as listeners out there. But it never bothers me
Yeah,
because
Rome.
I'm used to it and stuff. And out here we kind of pick on each other a lot, and we just know we're always joking and stuff, and we dish it back and they dish it to us.
Oh, he can't say aluminum nanny.
Oh God.
What advice would you give to someone who wanted to start farming?
Ooh.
Ooh, someone from Malaysia.
That's a good one. If you're young, try to find the other partner that's got family members into farming, mom and dad, and that way hopefully you can get worked in with them. It's kind of sad nowadays if a person just wanted to walk out and try to farm without some backing. It's really, really hard, which is kind of sad. But I've had friends before that graduated from college put ads out to try to work for an older farmer that could work in with the farmer, and then as he retired or passed away, then they kind of took over the family farm.
Are there any big plans for 2020 in the farm?
Probably just basically the new planter and new tractor, trying to get to learn that. We got a few things we might be trying here this spring yet, but kind of some stuff we're maybe going to work in. But
What about no-till stuff? What do you think of no-till?
I think we're going to try everything no-till this year. On our farm last year, everything kind of got no-tilled, and I think we were pretty impressed.
Yeah, I saw that.
Someone wants you to say the word aluminum.
JRISTC, thank you for the donation.
You can do it, DC.
Aluminum.
Yay!
There we go.
But you know, actually, if you take tinfoil and you put it behind your ear, and then when you get on your cell phone, it's like a little antenna, you'll get better reception on your cell phone. So put some tinfoil behind your ears. It works. Oh, let's see. Anna, ready for questions?
Yeah, ask Anna a question, guys. We'll have her answer it.
Cooper, what made you want to grow your hair out?
Hi, baby.
I don't know. I guess a couple of my friends had it, I guess, so I started doing it. Just started growing it out. Now I have it. I don't think I can cut it, but there's a bunch of kids in my class that have it on the one now too. There's probably 5 or 6 of them.
Somebody asked how many wind turbines we have.
4.
Wash. 4. We got 4. We got one that's completely on our land, and then the other 3 are like in the fence line, so we share it with the neighbors, and that works really well.
Oh boy, there's a lot of you guys tuning in right now, and a lot of people are commenting.
Oh, somebody wants Cole the Cornstar to say the intro tonight to get this video started. You didn't do that, Cole.
Oh, my bad, guys.
Yeah, he's gonna do it.
Well, we're 26 minutes in now.
Yeah, it's a question, so.
Do
Okay.
it, Cole, do it.
Hey everybody, you're watching Cole Cornstar! If you're even slightly interested in farming or just want to watch a 22-year-old farmer get some stuff done, you're in the right place.
That was good.
Got it memorized now.
Does Anna like milk bones?
Yeah.
Yeah, she likes.
Likes treats, but she likes good treats.
She chews on about anything. How old is Anna?
12.
12 years old Anna is. She still acts like she's 6.
Yeah.
What's next on the farmhouse?
Well, on the farmhouse, we're going to finish the outside. We got half of it to side yet, and the front porch to work on and stuff. Who knows? Some new ideas might come up along the way, but that's the plans at the moment.
Somebody says Cooper looks so excited.
Someone asked if we're going to put LED lights on the new tractor. Yes, we were planning on doing that. We just haven't done it yet. We haven't got around to do that. I know we want to put some more on the combine and the 7140 on that also.
Boy.
And yes, I still do have my blue truck. I just don't drive it in the winter because of the salt. I don't want any more rust on it. I mean, I got all the rust off of it, so I don't want to get any on it now. It's all clean.
Would Cooper be willing to do a fundraiser for the Lock of Love hair for cancer for kids? That is a very special thing. It's cool.
No, I won't do it. I mean, maybe someday if I do cut it off, but I'm not planning on.
I'm not sure they take chemically treated hair.
Well, I think they asked if you'd be interested in doing a fundraiser.
Yeah, but I'm not sure Locks of Love takes chemically treated hair, is what I'm saying.
It says, do you guys play hockey? Do we look like we've been beat up by a hockey puck? No, I haven't played hockey.
We played hockey and PE in the past on skates. I mean, that was fun. That's about as hockey as we get.
Hello from Denmark. Happy New Year's.
Do you play Farming Simulator, Dad?
I don't. I've never even seen it, to be honest.
What's your favorite show to watch on TV?
Ooh. You know,
We don't really watch TV. So
I do got an answer for that. We hardly watch TV, and I don't think even Cole even has a TV in his house, but we rarely watch TV. But I do, like in the wintertime when I come in to eat dinner and stuff, I turn on Cops. That way when I see people on there, I always wonder if it's any of you guys that watch us. But I do watch Cops. I really don't have a special show, do I?
That you watch?
Yeah. Mama Cornstar, I'm asking her because.
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank.
Oh yeah, I do like Shark Tank. Mama Cornstar don't like it, so sometimes
No.
But I did get a new TV for the kitchen, so I can kind of watch what I want when I'm eating Heinz ketchup, and Mama Cornstar can watch what she wants in the front room.
Willis Richmond, thank you for the donation. Mom, someone asked, do you have your own beauty shop?
No, I work in a chain salon.
How long have you been cutting hair for?
31 years.
Was that your first job you ever
This
had?
is my first adult job, and I'm still in the same salon.
Both Mom and Dad have their first jobs that they started when their first adult jobs after high school, and they've maintained the same job ever since. Dad's titles just changed a little bit. He was a hog farmer, and then he switched to just a boring grain farmer, and then he became a grain farmer and a grave digger. Now he's a grain farmer, grave digging YouTuber.
Yeah. See you later, Summer.
I guess Summer's gotta go. She's 78 years old and has to go to bed at 7:30, so everyone say goodbye to Summer.
Bye,
Bye,
honey.
Summer.
Love you. Sleep good.
Did you want a chair back here, Neva, so you can be in and see? And
You're here.
You can sit right. If you sit right there at the edge, we can see you right in front of you.
Neva's sitting on the floor, and we're trying to get her in the videos too because we always like to show her lovely face. We've really enjoyed having Neva around. She's one of them girls that if there's a piece of equipment, you put her on it, she wants to learn it,
Yeah.
so that's really neat.
Because I'm a farmer.
Yeah.
That's right.
We actually got her some little boots warm boots for the winter for Christmas, and we got her
Coveralls.
coveralls and nice warm hat. So she's ready to go to work
And my jacket.
And a coat.
Yeah, and coat.
in a coat. Oh yeah, in a coat.
How has farming impacted my dating life? Well, Neighbor, why don't you answer that?
What?
Just come over here
It hasn't. I
and
don't
come up and answer.
know what to say.
How has it impacted our dating life?
We have a lot of dates on the tractor. And that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say.
She likes sandwiches out of baggies and
Yep. It's made me stronger too.
yeah.
I put a sign in the tractor that says no kissing allowed.
Somebody asked how we met. Me and you met.
How did me and Mama Cornstar meet?
Yeah.
One of my good friends by the name of Rhonda, a local girl, brought Mama Cornstar home from college one weekend, but she called me and says, "Don't even look at her. She's got a boyfriend. Don't even think about it." So I didn't. It was Mama Cornstar that looked at me.
Yeah.
What's something I do that drives you guys nuts that I don't put on the videos? Serenity Hill Farms, thank you for the donation.
Where should we start?
Do you see how Cole dodged that question real quick?
Somebody said it's not focused. Does it not seem focused?
Ooh,
Well, I mean, live stream's not
It's
crystal
just not
clear
good
anyway.
quality.
Yeah.
if it looks like it's not focused on your end, our question is, how many drinks did you have on New Year's Eve, and is it still in your bloodstream? That can make your vision blurry.
Cooper, someone keeps asking how you're related.
I'm Cole's brother,
And how old are you?
and I'm 17.
You thought of anything yet?
For what drives us crazy with Cooper or Cole?
Yeah.
Ooh. Hate to get a family fight started right here on YouTube, and sometimes he gets a little bit too over picky behind the scenes if we ain't doing things right or to his standards, so we kind of just ignore him at times. Took me a while at the beginning of this because Cole's usually kind of quiet, but we'd be in the shop working, and I'm always like, what? And then he'd be like, "Dad, shut up, I'm making a video." So now when I hear him talking, I think he's making a video, and then sometimes he's like, "Dad, I'm talking to you."
Is Cornstar our actual last name?
Yes. No, I'm just kidding.
No, Cornstar is not our last name. This is what we call our YouTube channel. That's our YouTube last name. Yeah.
There you go.
Supposed to shake your mullet. Oh, I see some people I know that want you to shake your mullet.
I'm gonna have to pass on that one.
Stacy McNail, thank you for the donation. And yeah, we are pretty surprised by the amount of people who watch the channel. Like, that just blows our mind. And the variety of people who watch our channel is just crazy. People from all over the world and all kinds of different cultures and backgrounds. It's fun to see everyone comment on where they're from and what they do. Like, it just blows our mind on the amount of people that watch and where they come from.
Whoops, what happened?
I tell you, for me, the neat honor is when I'm places and people come up to me and say, "Hey, Daddy Cornstar." For me, it's just really nice meeting you guys and stuff. So sometimes I go places, I get high five, whatever. I want to thank you for that because it really makes me feel special to be able to meet you too. So always feel free to say hi to me. I do like that.
Merch! A lot of people have been asking about merch. We've been working on it. We wanted to have it out by Christmas, but the guy we're going through, he wasn't quite ready. He was super swamped during the month of December, so he couldn't get to our stuff. But we set a goal with him for February 1st. So don't quote me on that date, but that's our goal to have it out by. So we'll let you guys know when we have merch out, but we're going to have shirts, hats, and sweatshirts, I believe. So I'm letting Summer kind of be the brains behind that right now. 'Cause she's got a lot better sense of style than I do. So once we get it all done, then we'll have it available for you guys.
Let's see.
Who's your favorite YouTuber to watch besides me?
Oh boy. There's a few YouTubers I like, and there's more I'm learning, but I like watching Brian Farming. We really enjoy him a lot. The Harmless Farmer, he's fantastic to watch. WT Farm Girl, I watch her. She's always a kick. I watch the Millennium Farmer from Minnesota. Let's see, who else do I watch?
Larson Farms, I watch him.
Yeah, if you don't know who Chet is, go check out Larson Farms. He's a funny little guy from Minnesota. He's got a really thick accent, and he's a hoot, and he's got a lot of interesting stuff going on over there.
The Welkers, I watch them all the time too. Help me on this one so I don't butcher it. The
Beaver Vineyards.
yeah, I enjoy watching her. I didn't want to butcher that name, guys.
It's a hard time saying that. Vineyards. Struggles with.
Yeah. Oh God, who else do I watch? Oh, I know there's more. Now,
You watch Cold Cornstar?
I sometimes do watch Cole the Cornstar just to see his dad and brother. They're a hoot, and when Neva's on it, I like watching her. And Mama Cornstar, it's always fun to hear her voice on there too.
Manners.
Mom, why don't you show your face on camera?
I like to be mysterious.
Oh, I thought you were asking her right now.
Cooper, what do you think of Whistling Diesel?
No,
I watch him. The hardest video I ever watched is when he destroyed his blue truck. But I think it's pretty funny when he posts. A lot of people get mad at it, and he thrives off that, so it just makes better videos. He's pretty funny.
Dad, say Worcestershire.
Oh gosh, Cole can't even say it.
How are you supposed to say it? Worcestershire?
it is.
Worcestershire?
It's Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire?
Daddy did pretty good.
Worcestershire?
Yeah, Worcestershire.
Did I say it right?
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire? Did I
Yeah.
say it right?
I say Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
What's the future hold for our farm, Dad?
I'm hoping we can just get it where it can handle Cole, Cooper, and just kind of get it so we can get debt under control and just be able to enjoy our families on it and enjoy the beauty of the land and everything that we like doing.
Basically what he's saying, he hopes we can make more than $5,000 a year each. And yeah, someone asked if I smashed my finger. I'd hold this up by itself, but you guys probably wouldn't appreciate that. But this bad boy right here, I slammed in my house door like 2 months ago, and it just, it's healing now, but it takes a while. But it doesn't hurt, so a lot of people have been asking about this recently.
Someone asked about the heated shop floor. If that's I lost my question now.
Yeah, they asked if heated floor is more efficient than using heated air. Why don't you let Cooper answer this one?
I would say most definitely. When the floor is warm, it kind of stays there, I guess. When you open the door and cold air comes in, it just warms up right away because the cement's already warm. With forced air, when you open it, it kind of just sucks out, and then the furnace has got to kick on again and kind of heat up the air again. So at the heated floor, heat rises, so it kind of it's even. With forced air, you kind of got to blow it in or whatever.
What's the matter, Nanny?
What's the magnet for? This is going on my new GoPro. So after the one got swallowed through the combine, I had one of these on it, but it was only a 180-pound magnet. This is a 330-pound magnet. So this is going to be for the new GoPro setup. I just haven't set it up yet.
Don't forget to hit the like button.
Is there a like button?
I don't know, is there a like button on this?
I think so. Yeah.
You know, he reminds me on that when I watch the videos, because I never think about hitting the like button. So actually, whenever I'm watching anybody's video, I hit the like button. I don't think I've ever hit the not like button, because I always figure even if I don't like what I'm seeing, they're putting their time into it and giving other people entertainment. So I've never hit that unlike button.
Why don't we set up our augers permanently in our bin site?
Most of our setup, they'd be in our way for getting equipment around on the off time, and most of our setup ain't really set up for permanent setup, I guess. For getting corn out in the wintertime and stuff, we need to take them down so they're out of our way.
It's not set up for permanent yet, but down the road here in the 5-year plan, that is the goal, to get everything permanent, so then we don't have to set up augers all the time and we don't have to piece things together, because we have very specialized augers that we bought at auctions years ago, and after 37 years of use, they eventually kind of puke, and then you have to put in a new one that doesn't fit the same as one before it. And by new, I mean one that's only 18 years old.
Does she need to go potty or something?
That's what I was thinking. Should
You
I
had to
grab-
go out?
Anna's whining right now. So then we just have to piece in a new one and figure out a new way to set everything up. So that's how we do it right now. Putting up overhead system isn't really worth it in our bin site yet, because we have a lot of older bins and we like to put in a newer 1, 2, 5, or 7 down the road, and then we can connect them all together. So we're just kind of waiting until that point when it actually makes sense to do so.
Somebody asked on here, who mows the lawn? I got kicked off the lawnmower last year because I wasn't mowing it to his specs.
Dean Powder, thank you for the donation, and yes, I did see it. Yeah, Cooper just mows the lawn straight, and he built a striping kit on the back of the lawnmower, and he mows it this way, this way, and across, and then it looks really good. The last person you want to run the lawnmower is Mama Cornstar.
Hey!
Or dad.
Or Dad. Yeah, Mom misses spots, and one time she took out the clothesline.
I do not miss spots, but I did take out the clothesline. It wasn't my fault.
Okay.
What's the biggest cost on our farm? Probably seed, fertilizer, and chemical is a huge cost.
Jared Horace. I know that name. He actually, his friend bought a snowmobile for me a couple years ago. Do we put on any fall anhydrous? No, we do not. We put all of our anhydrous on in the form of liquid nitrogen, and so we spray our half rate on with our Haggy sprayer up front before we plant anything. And then once we plant corn, we wait till it's about knee high, and then we put our nitrogen bar on our Haggy sprayer, and then we knife the other half rate between the rows. So that's how we get all of our nitrogen on our corn.
Michigan dairy farmer says he loves watching how things are done on different operations. Our operation probably looks way different than a lot of people's operations, but actually I think our operation is probably kind of like the average farm around here. You try to make things work and get things done.
How many barrels do we have a year?
What?
We bury about 60 people a year on average. Some years it's closer to 80, and on a slower year it's closer to 40, but usually 60 is pretty common. It always kind of stays within that range of 40 or 80 or anomaly years, so usually kind of in the middle. Mom is smelling whatever's behind the wall right now that's stinking, and we can't quite figure out what it is yet. You catch occasional whiff. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you gotta follow my Instagram so that way you can see behind the scenes stuff like this. Just gives you another reason to follow it. But we think something died or something behind one of my cabinets here in the wall, and it smells horrible. I don't think it smells like a dead animal. It smells like sewer to me. But I go down in the basement and I don't see anything leaking anywhere, anything like that, so I really don't know what
It's
it
a
is.
dead mouse.
One guy asked when Daddy Cornstar and Cole are going to grow mullets. Our partners will not let us grow them, I'm sure.
Someone asked what I got for Christmas. And you've spammed it like 500 times. Please don't spam like 500 times. But I got, what did I get? I got a shop vac. Yeah. It was awesome. Now I can clean stuff even better with Bill's shop vac.
Cute.
We do not own any cattle. Somebody asked if we had cattle. It's been a long time.
If you could get one tractor, Dad, a dream tractor, what would you get?
Ooh. And I know we probably, the one I think would be awesome to run, I never had, would be one of the big quad track case tractors. One of their biggest ones. I think they would be just awesome.
Cooper, what about you?
I don't know. I think the new Fendt, without the new Fendt tractors are pretty sweet, but there's not too many in our area.
Summer got us some Christmas presents, so I guess Dad got a pair of socks with his face on it.
They're mine.
Oh, these are Mama Cornstars, my bad.
Hey, I want a pair with Cole's face on.
Yeah.
Cooper got a pair with our cat Ziggy's face on them. And then I got a pair with Anna on them.
Somebody asked how we got started at grave digging. I got an uncle that dug grave for around 40 years. And then when he retired in, I don't know if it was 1988 or somewhere around there, then me and my dad took over for him and then continued it on. So for us, it was really a proud moment. We helped my uncle when I was younger too, but when we got to take over it full, we continued it on just like he did. He took a lot of pride in cemetery work, and we're continuing that.
I have a challenge for you guys just to see how this works. Let's try to get 3,000 likes on this live stream right now while it's running live. We're at 1,700. There's 4,300 people watching, so we can easily get to 3,000. Let's see if we can do it. Just hit the thumbs up button down below, and the stream will keep going and everything.
Somebody asked if we fish. I really don't. I mean, it's kind of a fun little sport, but I haven't fished for a long time.
Yeah, we like fishing. We just don't really go a whole lot. Which brings us to how many hours do we work in a normal day? Cooper, you want to answer?
How many hours we work a day?
Yeah.
During the fall, we try to be out in the field, be running by 8 or 9, but a lot of times that never happens. And then we usually quit around 10 or 11, depending on, I guess, where we're at and how close we are to the end of the year. I mean, sometimes we'll push it a little later so we can get done with a field, but it really depends. It's probably anywhere from 9 in the morning to 10 o'clock at night.
Seems like this past harvest we did a lot of nights till 1 in the morning, and we'd like to get started earlier in the morning, but you can only go to bed at a certain time, and I mean you got to get some sleep at some point. And usually in the morning hours we're trying to run around and do stuff that stuff just magically seems to break overnight. So you want to get started at 7, and then you find something broken and it's 9:30 before you're able to run. So a lot of little headaches there. It just depends on the day.
One guy said, "You bought the planter from my best friend's dad." All right. It looks like a really, really nice planter. When we get it home, guys, you'll be seeing it, and it looks brand new. It looks really nice.
Did we notice the yield difference between doing when we did just anhydrous to when we started side dressing with the split application?
We did notice a difference, and then after a few years, our night crawlers started coming back. Anhydrous kills night crawlers, and night crawlers is really something we wanted in our ground. So when we started applying 32%, it was probably 2 to 3 years we really started noticing a lot of night crawlers come back. And the reason we like night crawlers, it puts air, holes in the ground for air to get into the dirt, and when it rains, rain seeps into the holes quicker.
Cooper, how do you like the YouTube popularity? Does it change for you?
I don't some people think it'd be weird to be popular, but I guess it's just another day on the job. It's not really any different. Sometimes we go somewhere and someone recognizes you and you think it's kind of weird, but it's really no different than anyone else.
I've had a couple people say they don't know how to talk to famous people. Trust us, we are not famous. We're just like everyone out there. I guess I think of more of a famous person, somebody on TV that's millions and millions of people see and stuff. So I don't feel any different or anything.
What's the size of our biggest shop?
Our biggest shop is the one at my place, or our place. It's 50 foot wide and 100 foot long. I'm not sure how tall it is. It's pretty tall. Is it 18 foot sidewalls or 20? Might be 20.
I think it's 18.
Couldn't answer.
Then our big machine shed's 60 feet wide and 171 feet long.
Yeah, where we have all the cornet that you see in the videos, that's our biggest machine shed. Okay. You guys are good about firing stuff to us. I really appreciate your questions. I apologize, sometimes I can't flip quick enough or get it to slow down. What oil do you guys use in the equipment? We've been using Schaefer's oil for probably 50 years. I mean, we've been with them for a long time. Schaefer's oil is who we use.
What's your worst farm injury?
Your hand, probably.
Yeah, some years ago, working on the planter, I had a disc opener plugged up where the seed comes down, and I was trying to work on it, and things broke loose, and my hand come around, and I don't know, from my knuckle here way back here, it cut 2 tendons on 2 fingers, so they didn't work, and wrapped it up, and we got done with planting, and then we did surgery on it, I guess.
The doctor did.
Yeah, the doctor did. Yeah, we didn't do it at home, but the doctor said I'd probably never have 2 fingers that wouldn't work, and he did a great job, so they worked fantastic.
You broke your foot.
Oh yeah, I broke my foot a couple years ago in our big shop.
Get this, he was chasing a mouse and he fell and broke his foot.
This mouse, it was probably about that long, and he probably stood up that tall,
Jeez.
and I was trying to chase it, and I went to jump to step on it, and snap. So yeah, I broke my foot. And get this, Mama Cornstar, it's okay, you can walk on it. Yeah, I remember we were bringing meat somewhere or something, but anyhow, we ended up going to the doctor a day or 2 later, and it was broke. Had to have surgery on it. And that was right during spraying time, so that was really fun trying to get into the sprayer and equipment with a broken foot, but we did it. We got her done.
Oh. Somebody asked me what my favorite meal to cook is, and it's called takeout. No, just kidding. I like to make soups. Everybody eats them, and they can sit in the crock pot until they come in, and then they don't get burnt or anything like that. They can just sit there and wait. That's
Mama,
about the easiest.
she makes us some good meals, so she puts up with it a lot during harvest and springtime. Has the food ready for us. Somebody asked, Daddy Cornstar, will you ever retire from farming? A lot of farmers really don't retire. I think it's something that's in our blood, and it's just so hard to let go. But like my dad, he got brain cancer, and like he said, I was forced into early retirement. So, and then we see a lot of guys that kind of retire, and then they don't have much to do. So, I mean, someday down the road, probably slow down a little bit and let the boys, but I'm working with a good team here, so it's fun being out there with them.
For us, it doesn't really feel like we're working here just because we really like what we do, and it's more of a lifestyle for us. So we don't really wake up in the morning and be like, I gotta go combine corn today. Like, it's just fun for us. It lets us get out of the house. Our mind's always stimulated. We always got 1,000 projects to work on, and something always needs to be done. So it's just fun for us.
Somebody asked for Cole, what made you decide to start posting your YouTube videos up and open up your farm to the internet? And what was your overall goal when you started YouTube?
I guess I was watching some other YouTubers doing the same thing, and I always knew I wanted to be a YouTuber when I was little. I just didn't know in what. And I remember when I was 12, I had the idea of doing farming videos, but no one was doing it at the time, so I just figured no one would want to watch. And then like 8 years later, I found some other people doing it, and I was like, I can do that. So I started a channel, and I was also kind of being pushed from the outside at the same time by other people, because I just had a lot of people asking me what we did on the farm or what we were doing during certain times of the year, and I figured if you live in Iowa and you don't know what goes on a farm, how's the rest of the world supposed to know? Because here in Iowa, I mean, that's basically all there is to do is farm, so it's all around everybody, and people were just kind of clueless, so I figured it'd be a good opportunity for people to learn, and I figured we'd be somewhat interesting, and you know, we're real people, and we're kind of the average farm here, so it just kind of lets people know what the average farm's about.
Somebody asked what the cost of our operation is, like per acre and stuff. Cole has actually been working on some figures and stuff on a video he's going to be having come out sometime to just kind of let you know what things cost, seed, fertilizer, kind of on average, and so he is working on a video on that. I think that's what I took it at.
Yep. Someone asked who's stronger out of me and Cooper, and that depends on the situation. Cooper weighs more than I do, so when we're working on stuff from the shop, Cooper can throw a lot more weight into stuff, and there's such thing as farm strength and gym strength. Like in the gym, I can outlift Cooper in virtually every lift, but on the farm, I don't know, he just knows how to move stuff right. So on the farm, Cooper, but in the gym, me. We'll put it that way.
And then when it comes down to even need more power.
Dad is freakishly strong, and it's crazy. Like, Dad can put vice grips so tight, like, they're really hard to get apart. Like, if I gotta get a screwdriver in there to pry it apart, like, he'll etch into the metal with vice grips. It's impressive. Grandpa's the same way.
Getting a lot of happy birthdays, so that's really nice. I am not 62 years old. He had to throw that out there.
Have we ever had a bad tornado? We actually have. So the house we're in right now is Grandpa's house. This is the house that Dad grew up in, and I live here now. And in 1977, a tornado came and ripped off a quarter of the roof, and it took down a 90 by 40 barn as well.
Yeah, it was kind of scary.
Oh, we hit 3,000 likes. Good job, guys. But just because we're at 3,000 doesn't mean you have to stop. If you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. We really like doing these live streams. I know this is Dad and Cooper's first one, but I think they're having fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. You do at first, so you sit here and it's kind of funny, but it is fun. We did do a live stream a little bit when we were in Illinois during the summertime at the Farm Progress Show. The Welker brothers handed their phone around, but you know, you can do it quick and then hand it right off.
Dad, are you jealous that your kids are smarter than you and better looking?
They are adopted. No, they're not. No, I'm not jealous at all. I'm actually glad that they are smart, because they figure out a lot of this new technology that they have to teach me on. So, no, I'm glad they're smart. I want them to be smart.
What do you think of the windmills?
For me, I love the windmills. Every time we get a call from one of the windmill guys, I always ask them, are you going to put up another windmill? Can you put one in my bathroom? We like them. I don't see, when they were going to put them out here, we went to quite a few other farms that had windmills, kind of asked them what they think of them and stuff. We figure, you know, other guys had to give up land and stuff for telephone poles, whatever, so we like them. We were for them.
Okay, Coop, explain the Pit Viper connection. How did we get started?
Probably 6th or 7th grade. I got
How many years ago?
So that was probably 4 years ago. I got my first pair, and then I used to wear them a lot to like my track meets and all that. People loved them. And then Cole started his YouTube channel, and he used to wear some pretty ugly sunglasses, if you remember. So then he got his first pair. Pit Viper sent out a couple pairs, and then ever since then they've been one of our sponsors. Like, this is one of their shirts. They have a bunch of merchandise and stuff on there, and so now Cole wears a bunch. I wear a lot of them.
We really like it. I have super sensitive eyes, and they're the best sunglasses I've ever owned. I get the double wides because I have a pretty big noggin. Cooper likes the 2000s series, which is like the regular ones. If you want to get a pair, if you go to pitvipersunglasses.com and use the code ColeTheCornstar, all together, no spaces, you'll get 10% off. They have a whole bunch of different colors and stuff, so you can go on their website, check out what you like. Pretty cool stuff.
Kyle, happy birthday to you too. It's Kyle's birthday today too.
How do we like the Calmer choppers? We liked them a lot. They really chopped them pretty small. I think if you had cattle and you had to do not silage, but your corn stalk bales and you mixed them in with the choppers, it would chop them a lot smaller. And I think when you were grinding or when you did all the processing, it would do a lot better job since it's already small and you wouldn't have to chop them up as small. Whatever you call it, grinding, mixing, whatever.
For us with the Calmer choppers, going across the field now with equipment, I cannot believe how smooth it is whichever direction you go. Before you're climbing the tall stalks, and it really made it bumpy, but I'm amazed by them. I really am.
So people asked how you got started in grave digging.
We answered that a little bit ago, Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pardon Mom, guys. Sometimes she's just real focused and didn't quite hear the answer.
Somebody asked if Cole and Cooper have always been good kids.
Yes, we have.
As soon as Mama Cornstar read that, through the window behind her, I could see lightning. We get calls sometimes from the school, from the principal, so they're just as normal as probably every other kid out there.
They're normal kids.
What was weird about us, Mom?
Weird about you?
What was different about Cooper and what was different about me? Like, would you say compared to normal people?
I used to say when I tell people, not my boys, I say I have one quiet boy and one normal boy. Which do you think is which?
I was the normal one.
I'm the quiet
was
one.
the quiet
That's
one.
right.
Yeah,
That's
fun
it.
fact, guys, I'm actually quiet. I'm not always as animated as I am in the videos. I mean, in the videos, I'm not making up someone who I am. I just prefer not to speak a lot of the times. I'm happy and excited on the inside, but the video camera definitely brings it out of me. It's inside there, but a lot of times I just don't talk.
Cole would always get in trouble in school for, he always looked bored and would be like looking off somewhere else. But whenever the teacher would call on him, he could answer every question. Now, Cooper probably couldn't answer every question. He probably was bored.
So what I do when I'm listening to people, or thinking, I just kind of look off into the distance. I'm just kind of in my mind wandering around thinking about it. So it might not look like I'm paying attention, but I am.
Yeah.
Tractor King, I am 17.
Ooh, we'll let Dad answer this one. Who's harder working, Cole or Cooper?
They both are in different ways.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like the mechanic work and all that. Cooper is usually right there, willing to get dirty, greasy, tear into the messiest jobs. He's kind of maybe got a little bit more mechanic skills. Cole will be right there to help, but he likes to kind of have the skill working there. Cole likes to maybe push things a little more to keep things going, you know, like, come on guys, let's go a little longer, that kind of stuff. But both boys work so good together, it's really hard to tell on different projects. One will be the leader, and then on the next job, the other one might be the leader, but they never argue about that stuff, so.
I'd say when it comes to monotonous projects, that's not really Cooper's forte, but I just kind of put my head down and do stuff like cleaning up junk or, you know, sorting through a bucket full of miscellaneous nuts and bolts and organizing stuff in the shop. But when it comes to like construction projects or building things or just anything mechanical, really, Cooper just likes tearing into that, and that's, I mean, I like doing that stuff, but I'm not really good at it. Cooper just kind of look at something and figure it out. I'll be working on something for like an hour, then Cooper will walk up and be like, oh, why don't you do it this way? And then have it tore apart in like 15 seconds. And now it makes me so angry sometimes.
Oh, geez. We got some good, you guys got some good questions.
How many acres do you farm? Have you answered that?
We farm 1,700 acres. Well, 1,650 now. Cooper and I are 5 years apart. I'm 5 years older than Cooper. I'm 22. He's 17.
Do you like Alice Chalmers? I do. There's some very cool Alice Chalmers out there, so yes.
Well, I went to school. I got my 4-year degree in finance. And I mean, I used some stuff here on the farm. I don't know. I was kind of disappointed in the whole college experience. You didn't really learn that much. I didn't feel anyway. But the biggest thing I learned was the time value of money. If you don't know what the time value of money is, look that up because that's super interesting. So I use that quite a bit just so I can kind of use some calculations on how different investments can pay off on the farm and what kind of returns they can expect to get on things. So that was pretty cool, and I learned how to talk to a lot of people, and I got a lot of resources for people on stuff I don't know how to do. So, I mean, it was helpful in that aspect, but from what I learned academically, it was pretty disappointing.
Somebody asked, is Cooper going to go to college? He's actually taking a college course right now through school on welding. So he's been doing a really good job on welding.
Cole, do you keep your room clean?
Yeah. I do keep my room clean.
You know, I haven't been in his room since he moved in here in May, probably, so I guess
It's a little messy right now because I have some clothes I need to put away from my vacation the other day, but here it's not too bad.
People ask how old we are. How old are you, Daddy?
I just turned 42. I turned 55 today.
I'm 50.
How did I meet Neva? I was walking to class one day. I lived about a mile from campus at the University of Northern Iowa, and I was walking during the winter time, and I saw like 3 blocks ahead there was this van stuck in the snow. And I thought it was some soccer mom with like 4 kids in the back, and I walked up there, and then Neva got out. She's like, "Hey, can you help me?" And then so I was like, "Yep," and I had her turn her wheel, and I pushed her out of the snow she was stuck in, and she gave me a ride to class. And that's how we met.
I think it was a setup. Some people ask how your vacation was skiing.
It was good. Every time I go skiing, I get better and better. So we went down a couple double black diamond runs, and I didn't fall. And I was learning how to piece moguls together, so I can do a whole string of them now. So I'm getting better. Dad used to ski a lot when he was younger, so I'm kind of looking forward to going with him sometime because it's fun to ski with Dad. He's good. Will Davidson, thank you for the donation. What was something you looked forward to growing up before you got into the family farming? Ooh. I don't know. I wanted to be an astronaut when I was little, but then I kind of learned it was a ton of math, and then I wasn't liking the idea anymore.
What's your least favorite farm chore?
Ooh.
I can tell you Dad's.
What is it?
Putting away the power washer hose.
Oh.
He doesn't like scooping snow.
Oh, I hate pushing snow. In the wintertime, I always get in trouble from Mama Cornstar. I figure we got 4-wheel drive, we really don't have to clean the driveway. So I make one little path down it, and I figure as long as we can get in and out, who cares? But that's one job I've never really cared for, pushing snow. I don't go crazy in the winter pushing snow. It's one path in and one path out.
How many acres would you like to farm? What do you think's ideal?
I always kind of thought maybe around 2,000, 1,800 to 2,000, but
see, to us, a bigger farm isn't always better. I know a lot of people think that. I'm going to be coming out with a video here pretty soon talking about the financial breakdown behind farming, so then people can kind of get a feel for what actually goes on. So for us, we think a 2,000 acre farm is a pretty good size. It's enough to keep us busy and doing stuff, but we'd like to get into the point where we could maybe just own all of our acres and then kind of deal with our really good landlords. I mean, all of our landlords right now are really good to work with, so we can't complain. But then we have full control over the farms. If we want to put tile in or something like that, we have the ability to do so, and we really don't have to ask anybody. And we'll still stay renting ground as long as it stays, within our price range and what we can afford and stuff. But, I wouldn't be opposed to owning more, because we could always rent out what we don't feel like farming, but it's still kind of cool to say own it.
We're really lucky. The area, our landlords most of them are retired farmers, so it's really, really neat. They come out, they tell us the stuff about their farmland, and we just we treat it like it's theirs, and we treat it like it's ours too. But I think we're very lucky, the landlords we got. They've been great to us.
They're good, and they always give me a bunch of advice, and it's a lot of fun. Coastal 805, thank you for the donation.
I gotta reload mine.
Have we cleared all the junk off of our farm? No, we haven't. We still have quite a bit left. They quit taking the junk when they did because the price of junk went way down, so neither of us were making money off of it. So we had to stop, but a lot of it is cleaned up, and it has made a big impact on the farm. I'd say just for organization-wise, you can get around better, and our tools, I guess, are more organized because of coal. So you can find a wrench or what you need a lot faster than before.
What's your favorite wrench?
1/2 inch, duh.
5/8.
5/8.
I probably use a 9/16 more, but I don't have a. Cole's roommate Zach just sent me a text. Happy birthday, he says. Loving the live stream. So thank you, Zach.
Let's see.
He knew how to get around everybody, and he went for a text.
Yeah.
Yes, I do plan on doing hay this year again. Hopefully get into corn stalk bales also.
Oh, Cooper, how big of a donation to lose the mullet on this live stream?
If someone donated $2,000 personally to me, I would cut my mullet off.
2,000? Oh, I was thinking like 50,000. Woo.
Our
Are you big into politics, Dad?
I am not. I don't know. I've just never been into politics much at all.
See, a lot of people ask us if, different trade things have been affecting our farm and stuff. And at the end of the day, you could argue either way. We're not really the type who tries to pin something on to be like, oh, this, blaming something on for our operation not working in a way. We just kind of look at it as, stuff goes on and stuff is out of our control. So at the end of the day, we're the one responsible for what happens. So we can do a better job on a lot of things in our operation. So it's just tightening down all those little gaps we have everywhere. And then once those are tightened up, we always have a place to improve. So I don't really look at anything for, why we fail at something. It was all on our own shoulders.
What do farmers do for health insurance?
We just don't go to the doctor.
Yeah. Mine is, I guess mine's carried through your work, isn't it?
You don't know?
I'm guessing mine is carried through.
I carry the insurance for everyone.
Oh, we're covered.
We're covered through my job.
It is very, very rare, I guess
We're fortunate to be healthy.
Yeah, we'd rather try to fight it before we go.
Why don't we run a 12-row corn head?
Why don't we run one?
Yeah.
Our combine is not big enough to handle a 12-row, and a 12-row requires more semis, bigger grain cart, and it's just a lot faster pace than what we can handle at this point.
We're hoping down the road, though, it's something that we can work in. It might make things a little smoother.
Have you ever had a tractor fire?
Yeah.
ACAT Industries, I am seeing your donation just now. Thank you.
I actually had a combine catch on fire one time when I was out doing corn, and that was one. I think we had a video a few times ago that it wasn't very big when it started, and the motor grabbed the fire extinguisher and it went puff, and then the combine burned up. And then I had one time when I was running a tractor in the fall time, the engine also caught on fire. I had to jump through the flame out the door to get out, and I watched it burn up. So we've had a few.
Yeah, Dad's burned up some vehicles.
Yeah,
I've been in a tractor fire.
I also had a tractor catch on fire, but it didn't burn all the way down, just melted the front two wheels on the inside. Yeah. VA Torque. Thank you for the donation. You really don't have to do that. That's a lot of money. But thank you.
Somebody asked if we flip vehicles for extra cash. Is that why we have so many vehicles and random show up?
Cooper's the little flip master here. Say what you flipped.
I bought one of my friend's cars. I don't remember what it was. Had a bad wheel bearing. I bought it for $500, and I think 5 days later I almost sold it for. I think it was $1,800. I sold that for. I bought a Ford Bronco too. I think that was an '83 or an '85. I bought that for $600, and I sold that for I think $1,200 in a week. I don't remember what else I sold. There's small things I like to flip, fix up, and sell.
Someone asked for strategy for picking up more rented ground. I mean, when it comes to farm ground, farmers love that piece of ground like it's a child. So if you encroach another neighbor about farming a piece of ground, like you're gonna get someone very, very angry at you. And we're not about that. We're not about stepping on people's toes. Now, if someone's a landlord and they come to us and say like, hey, we're not happy with our current landlord or our current tenant, or our current tenant is planning on retiring and we want to rent it to you, and that's how we acquire more rented ground. So it's not through us really going out. Now, if something's listed in a paper or something, and we can call and ask and see if it's within our price range, but it just all depends on the situation. But we're not the type to go out and step on other people's toes to get more ground.
It's one of them things you want to be able to know you can go to bed at night and sleep with a honest conscience.
Yeah.
Got a farmer here saying hi from Canada. We got a lot of Canada followers, and that is really impressive.
And Australia.
Australia.
Can you do a Canadian accent?
I probably cannot do a Canadian
What's a
accent.
Canadian accent? Do it. Can you do it?
I'm not the best at Canadian.
But we love that you guys follow us and stuff. That's really impressive.
Ooh, boy.
Oh, let's see. You guys got a lot of good questions, so.
What's
Pretty.
the history on the Oliver tractor?
My dad bought that Oliver brand new in 1952, 54,
No, it was like 69.
16.
Weren't you just a little boy?
Yeah, it might have been in 1969 because I got pictures of me when I was like 3 to 4 years old riding on it when we were planning.
Because I'm pretty sure the 1950T, which is that model tractor, didn't come out until 1967.
Yeah, it might have been in the late 60s. And then I got pictures when I was planting with it when Cole was a little boy. I had him sitting on my lap. So, but my dad bought that one new, and it just kind of just keeps running.
Hey, random dudes. I do remember you. I met you at the FBN conference. Can't forget you. You guys were cool.
Somebody asked who Cole gets his good organized skills from. I don't know where he's got it sometimes from. Something that he's just kind of picked up. Things I think he's just trying to get things looking a little nicer around here.
I think what it is you get tired of working in a mess all the time, and once you get so fed up, you just figure out something you want different, and then stuff causes you to want to change. Mom's fairly organized when it comes to different things. We all have, like me, I might not necessarily keep my room the cleanest all the time or my car the cleanest, but in the farm, on the shops, that stuff outside I really like clean. Mom's kind of that way with clothes, laundry, dishes, and stuff. Dad has a mail collection problem.
Hi from Tennessee. Cole, actually, the combine, I used to keep that thing spotless. I mean, every time I got out of it, I wiped it, I broomed it out when I got done. Our professional mechanic that come up this fall, he goes, Daddy Cornstar, I know you did not drive that this year. It was kind of messy.
There's like 8 pieces of dirt on the ground in there and some broken guards on the floor.
It was a mess. Okay, let's see.
Oh, Mr. CRS 911, I just met you the other day in Washington on vacation. You're my roommate's brother-in-law. It was good meeting you too. Thank you for the donation. You don't have to do that. It's very kind of you.
Yeah, we got one from Belgium even. That's pretty cool.
Where are the side panels for the Oliver?
We did find some of the side panels the other day in one of the shops, so it would be fun if we could kind of put her back a little bit to original, but over the years we kind of kept a lot of the shields and stuff off. That way if we had to tighten up a hose or something, we could get right to it. Kubota bought Oliver in whiteout.
We plant 30-inch spacings in corn and beans. Some people plant 15-inch for beans, but we plant 30.
Immense junkie.
Somebody
Thank you for the
here,
donation.
somebody said, banker here, what do you look for a good banker? I gotta tell you, we got 2 of the greatest bankers in the world, and they don't just do it for us, but any of their customers, they go to their farms, their businesses, whatever, because they always say it's the people that's making them. So we got good bankers. And what we look in our bankers, they look at our operation, they come out probably a couple times a year, we go through our books, we sit down, they're honest to us. If there's things they think that, maybe we need to be looking at to change a little bit or buckle down, I feel we got 2 of the best bankers in our whole bank, but we got 2 bankers that we deal with a lot. I'm able to text them, call them. So if we're looking at a banker as one that looks out for our operation, is there for us, and tries to give us the best deals. Did I hit that about right for you boys?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked what camera we're using for the live stream tonight. We're using Cole's phone.
It's an iPhone 7.
Yeah, I don't know how to tie in a camera to this for live stream. I'll have to figure that out sometime. Then maybe I can make it a little clearer, but for now the phone works.
How did you get the money for the grain leg? That kind of came about when corn, what was it, about 2011? Corn got up some pretty good prices. So we kind of took advantage of that. That was something we needed really bad. We didn't have much room for wet corn storage. Our old silo only hold 3,000 bushels, so that was the biggest bottleneck that we had on the farm. So we put up the hopper bottom for our grain.
Ross Lavsa, I'm sorry if I butchered your last name. Thank you for the donation. What's been the biggest change for you on the farm, Dad, as like Cooper and I have been coming up, working with us? What was a lot different about working with us versus Grandpa?
Working with my dad, he was from old school. Any new technology that come out, when we talk about it, he just would always say, it ain't going to make us money. How's that monitor going to make us money? How's that auto steer? We got by all these years. So when the boys came along, and they were kind of getting Grandpa into this a little bit, but they were wanting to look more into the technology. The technology was a big part, trying to improve our farm on yields and stuff. So that was the big one.
Wow, South Korea. That's the first time someone from South Korea. I don't think I've seen anyone from there before.
Wow.
They asked somebody.
Cameron Baker. Thank you. What, Mom?
Someone asked if either one of you were in 4-H or FFA.
Cooper was in both. I wasn't in any of them.
You
I
were-
wanted to be in 4-H when I was real little, but Mom wouldn't let me, and then we didn't have FFA when I was in high school.
Poor thing.
I know.
You were in
Laura-
Boy Scouts.
Laurel Jean, thank you for the donation.
Somebody asked how many hours are on the Oliver tractor, the old one. I think it's around 15,000 hours.
I think it'd be higher than that. You said it had 10,000 in the 80s.
It's got a lot of hours.
Abby Broussard, thank you for the donation.
Happy New Year's to all you guys too that got it on here. It's very nice of you.
Am I going to buy a GoPro 8? No, I'm not going to buy a GoPro 8. I have a GoPro 7 behind me here that I bought after my other GoPro 7 went through the combine. I decided to buy the 7 over the 8 for one main reason, and that's the lens is detachable on the 7, so if I scratch it, I can put a new one on. But on the 8, it's fixed, and I didn't want to accidentally scratch it and then have to send it in to get worked on. I'd rather just buy a new lens cover. So that's why. What's the average price range for land in our area?
Right now, for good quality land, is probably running in that. I know there's been a few farms around here this winter that sold for around 11,000 to 12,000
An acre.
per acre, and there was a couple that were in that 14,500. There was a few farms maybe a little bit lower than top quality that were in that 8,600 range.
How long does it take for us to edit a video? I can do a 20-minute video in about 3 hours or so if I'm focused. If I'm really focused, maybe 2.5. But then by the time I do all the stuff on YouTube to put it together, that usually takes me about an hour or so. So generally 4 to 5 hours of video. It's pretty normal. How's your first live stream going for you?
It's going good. It's kind of catching on to this a little bit, but it's amazing how fast the questions come up. So
Do we want to go for 30 more minutes for a 2-hour live stream?
it's up to you, boys.
Where's my blue truck? It's stored inside right now because it's winter. That is where it's at. And yes, I still do have it.
Hey, Cooper, was Joe Dirt your hairstyle inspiration?
I would say no, but it is a lot like it.
If someone came to our farm and said, hey, we want you to be on a TV show, would you do it?
Now say that again.
If someone came to the farm and said, we want you to be on a TV show, would you do it?
That'd be cool.
As long as I can still do YouTube stuff at the same time, yeah, I would definitely do a TV show.
Do what you follow sports. I do not follow sports. It's one thing I guess I've just never really. For somewhere and it's on, I will watch it, but I don't make a special trip home to turn on any sports.
We really don't watch any TV at all. We'll occasionally get on Netflix, I don't know, once a week maybe, and watch something during the slow time maybe a couple times a week, but usually for not very long. And Dad tends to fall asleep within the first 5 minutes of turning it on anyway, so.
Time I go in at night, if I sit on the chair, I'm out.
Am I an Eagle Scout? No, I'm not. I quit Boy Scouts when I was, what was it, Webelow?
Maybe.
Whatever ranking that is.
Are we going to visit Larson Farms? Someday I would like to visit their farm. Their shop's gigantic and it looks pretty cool, and their bin setup looks very high tech.
Yeah, I would like to go there too. I've met Chet in person, but I haven't been to his farm. And he lives up by the Millennial Farmer, so I mean we'll probably stop and harass him for a while too along the way.
Cooper, when do you go back to school from Christmas break?
I went back today.
Ooh.
Hey, you're right. Somebody got on here. Papa Cornstar needs his own GoPro. You're right. Cole should get me something like that so I can figure it out, and it'd be pretty cool.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, I agree. Neva agrees with me. You probably hear her little giggle now and then. She's got one of the little giggles that makes you smile.
So what happened to the fenders on the Oliver? Why'd you take them out?
The old Oliver tractor, which one? Oh, it used to have fuel tanks for the fenders. And when we moved the wheels into 30-inch rows, they wouldn't fit on there, so we ended up taking them off. And it's been that way since I was a little kid, so really not too safe.
How do I share the YouTube money? Oh, that's a good question. I put it all back into the farm. I buy stuff to help with video production, camera, computer, stuff like that. But other than that, it's just all going back into the farm. We work as a team here, so that's what we're about. And I wouldn't have the videos if it weren't for the farm anyway, so we just kind of put it all back into the farm.
Somebody asked if we think corn will break $6 soon. I really don't. Not with the amount of corn on hand and stuff right now. Boy, I don't see it. I wish it does, but all us farmers know that we say something today, 3 weeks from now, something totally different comes out. It's anybody's guess. So I would love to see it get back up to at least $5 would be nice per bushel. Somebody asked the other day, how big is a bushel? And we'll have to get one of them on the videos if you ever see bushel baskets. And I know as farmers sometimes think some of the questions are funny, but if you're not a farmer or something, we'll
Just
have
think
to.
of the little baskets in your classroom in like elementary, and you put all the basketballs in and stuff, something like that. And they're like
A bushel's 56 pounds. They're about 25 kilos. So it's based off weight.
Somebody asked if eventually we'll upgrade the combine. That day will come, I'm sure, someday down the road.
Do you have a favorite field?
I do. We call it tabletop. It's just about a 100-acre field, and it's perfectly flat. And it's 1 square field, so that one's real nice. There's no drawaways. You can just go. That's probably my favorite field.
What's your favorite, Coop?
I guess tabletop. We would have had a record this year, but I don't know how many acres we had left. 20 or 30 acres, and it was probably 6 o'clock, and then the hydro blew on the combine, so that shut us down. But probably tabletop, just because it's our flattest field.
If you've never farmed before, a flat uniform field is really easy to get a lot of stuff done in. It's just highly productive because you can just keep going back and forth. You don't have to go around anything, and you don't have to slow down for waterways. You can just go. And all of our other fields have waterways and hills and twists and turns and everything else, so they just take a little bit longer.
Someone asked where I got my mullet. I grew it.
I helped to make it look pretty.
A lot of people ask, what I'm studying. I don't go to college anymore. I graduated, but I had a finance degree.
Yes, we have 3 kids. Our daughter was here, but she's not here right now. But she's the oldest.
And I am starting to get warm.
Yeah, it's warm.
Everyone's asking when I'm going to start on my... Not everyone. Some people are asking when I'm going to get started on my truck. So I have a 1969. Is that the year? 69 or 67?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Military weapon carrier.
It's a Jeep Kaiser or a Jeep N715. So I want to make that into a pretty cool farm truck for running around. I think that'd be neat. But I just haven't started on it yet. I don't know when I'm going to get on it. I got a lot of other projects I'm working on right now. I'm trying to get the farm efficient first, and then once that's done, then I'll have time to work on some other projects.
Somebody asked, would you ever come to California? Me and Mama Cornstar have been there a few times. We enjoyed it a lot.
No, you didn't.
We enjoyed the weather.
We did enjoy the weather. We loved it there, the beauty and stuff. After so many days of being in a city, for me, I kind of want back out in the open. So it always takes me a couple days to relax, get used to the new scenery, and then I'm okay. But then after so many days, I'm always kind of ready to come home. But I know Mama Cornstar really loved it there and stuff. So.
Dad, why don't we finish the house? Like, what's taking so long in the house?
Oh, man. We're gonna get back on it after planting time, and
My turn now.
right now with winter and stuff, it's just been kind of hard to do house jobs.
Do you have any advice for everyone?
I don't know. One of the advices I have, and we've been talking about this with other people too. You know, out here we always try to keep a good attitude of thing and stuff, but now and then we run into people that just put everything down and everybody's doing everything wrong. It is so much nicer being around people that are happy. And I ran into a guy the other day that was in a bad car accident. You could tell he looked like he was hurting, and he goes, "Hey, I'll be okay," and you know, he talked really good. So I guess I like the upbeat people, and I'm not one into gossip and complaining and stuff. So I guess my advice is just be happy. And Neva's shaking her head. She's always got a smile on her face. But it does. When you smile and you're happy, the people around you, it cheers them up too. So we're kind of lucky. A lot of people we work with and deal with, they're like us, very, very happy. And that's my advice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh. So earlier I was working on my computer, which is on the big one here. I have a laptop down here. But on the big one, I was putting in all the farm books and stuff, and so this one's a Windows computer, and all of a sudden it just stopped working on me. So now I have like 30 hours extra work to do to put together another program on my other computer, because this one's giving me issues, and I used the old YouTube to diagnose what was wrong, and it sounds like it could be a pretty big can of worms. So that's a little dismaying, but we're going to get through it, and we're going to figure out how to get her going again. I do all my bookwork stuff online, and then I make programs on there, so then everything just plugs together. So when I put in all my inputs and stuff, everything gets automatically calculated up, and then I have a summary page built in, and it works pretty good.
Somebody asked, who is the most grumpiest of the family? What?
Me?
I would say it used to be Cole. The YouTube has definitely helped his issues. But now it's probably Dad. He gets mad at everything.
I do not.
It depends on the day. Sometimes you just have those things that just get under your skin and you get annoyed. I mean, we all kind of get annoyed every now and again. Cooper gets the least angry out of all of us. He's usually pretty level-headed. Mm-hmm. Then I'd say Dad and I are probably in a close second.
For me, my biggest change was when my dad was alive. He kind of took he was the one in charge and the one that, you know, made the big decisions. I mean, we make big decisions too, but when you're the older one, it seems like you have a little more pressure on you to kind of, so, I don't know. I try not to get grumpy.
Someone asked if this is a 24-hour live stream. No, it's not.
No.
We're going to end it in 20 minutes.
24.
That'd be a long live stream.
I mean, you could do it. Probably not us, but you could.
Had quite a few people ask here, we would love to see Mama Cornstar. What if she was one of them people you looked at her and you're like, why'd you have to show her?
Yeah, exactly.
Dad's sleeping on the couch tonight.
No, No, it's just one of the things. Right now, Mama Cornstar is not quite ready to come out, I guess.
No, she wants to be like Mr. Wilson off Home Improvement, and so she's just off camera. All right, neighbor, you take my spot for a minute. I gotta get a drink. All this talking's got me parched.
Somebody asked how much Mountain Dew we drink a day. We really don't drink a lot anymore. We used to go through like a 6-pack a day per person, but
Yeah, answer my.
I'll drink a Mountain Dew. I don't know if maybe average once a day, but I'll go quite a few days too. Now Cole, I think he's gone 7-8 years without a pop. Everybody say hi to Neva here.
Hey, Neva.
Hello.
She's just a ball of fire, so we love her. Never seen Neva grouchy yet. Have they? No, I don't think I have.
I don't know.
We always try to keep her happy.
Am I getting a new baler for my hay? Eventually I want to, but hopefully soon.
Oh man, these things just go.
I know, I can't read them, they're so fast.
Craig Robbins, thanks for the donation.
No, somebody said Daddy Cornstar is in trouble now. I got a really good way, like I just smile at Mama Cornstar and stuff. She knows I'm joking. She's used to me by now. You ought to see her. Sometimes I'm giving her a rough time or something. She just kind of rolls her eyes like, yeah, right. So she's pretty used to me. She is a great lady. She puts up with a lot of crap from me and the boys, and so I'm very, very lucky there.
Yeah, lucky.
I'm not gonna have to worry about hiding the knives and stuff tonight.
Do we plant wheat as a cover crop? No, we don't in our area. I think that's more of a Minnesota, isn't it? Minnesota.
Well, you're
area.
starting to see a lot more guys doing cover crop around here. It's something we'd like to learn more about. We got some really good neighbors that do it a lot, and I want to learn more about it.
Wheat.
Oh, you said wheat?
Yes, we do wheat.
Oh, we don't do wheat. I thought you said cover crop.
Why don't we plant wheat?
I don't know if it...
We don't plant wheat in the area. It would grow, but corn and beans are a higher yielding.
Someone
Crop,
noticed your
so it's-
pajamas.
Yeah, they said cool pajamas.
What was wearing
What,
those?
you guys like these? They're my reindeer with Santa hat pajamas.
I like them. They're cute.
Somebody asked if Neva lives with Cole. She's going to college and stuff, so she lives in a van down by the river.
Dale, why would you tell them that? I don't want them to know where I live.
Let's see. Oh boy. Let's see. Cole and Cooper, your parents have given you a great ethic of working. You know, and that's something sometimes parents, you can't just gift that to them for working and stuff. They have to have it in their bones, in blood. And we were pretty lucky when the kids were little boys. They were always out there. And our daughter Summer, she liked to come out and help us too and run tractors and stuff. So we were pretty lucky there. This is what it looks like when they're in the tractor together.
Yep.
True.
Neva's driving and I'm just sitting there on my phone.
Let's see.
One thing about live streaming, it's just really awkward at first when you're not used to it because, like I said, we're just sitting here with the phone sitting on a box looking at it. And so it can get kind of hard with dead spots and stuff throughout the chat. You got to kind of learn how to keep the conversation going and be able to talk while you're looking at questions and stuff. So there's definitely a little bit of a learning curve to that. So Dad and Cooper are kind of new. That's why they're quiet. Not saying I'm not quiet either, because I mean I'm reading as I go too. But it is kind of nice when they're here at the same time because they can be saying stuff while I'm looking for more questions or thinking of something else to talk about.
somebody asked what the price of the 4840 is. Right now, we're gonna try to keep that little bugger. We really like that tractor, and we bought that from a one owner on a state auction years ago. So I think we're gonna keep it around for the operation.
If someone is looking for a 4840 Massey Ferguson, we are selling that one.
Yeah, we're selling the 4840 Massey and we're selling the 2745 Massey. So then we'll thin those two tractors out. We're going to keep the 4880 Massey around just in case we want to run the real disc over some acres, if we need to work up some stuff, or if we have some ruts in a field or something, we have the ability to touch that stuff up.
I've tried running the semi. It wasn't good. I still need practice.
Yeah, Neva did try running the semi one day. She's not really driven a stick shift before, so, I mean, a semi is obviously stick shift, so, I shouldn't say that, some are automatic nowadays, but ours are stick shift, and so she was trying to learn on that, and it didn't have a trailer on it, so in my opinion, when it's empty, it's harder to shift than when you have a trailer that's empty.
Somebody asked, does our daughter farm? She does not, but she just lives down the road. They live on a farm.
Colin Waldron, do we have any ponds on our farm? No, we don't. Thank you for the donation. We got a few neighbors that have some ponds on their farms and stuff, but we do not have any.
Can you see?
Yeah, I think ponds are cool. I'd like to maybe build one someday, but for now, we don't have any.
Yeah, that's one thing, we never had ponds.
Do you guys hunt?
I used to hunt when I was younger, but I just don't really have the time to do it anymore. Or I don't make the time to do it. Dad, if you didn't farm, what do you think you'd do?
Oh, man.
JD Hood, thank you for the donation.
I don't know what I've never had thought about that question, I guess, what I'd do if I didn't farm. Because I've always been out there with my dad from the little time I was a little boy. I don't know. I really don't.
Cool.
Yep.
If you didn't farm, what do you think you'd do?
I don't know, if I did farm, I'd probably move out of state, I know that. I don't know what I'd do, but I feel like it would be something with mechanics.
Somebody said Daddy Cornstar should be a comedian. That's probably what I'd be doing if I wasn't farming.
Cole, are you left-handed?
I am left-handed.
We got 3 left-handies. Cole's left-handed, I'm left-handed, and Mama Cornstar's left-handed.
So was Summer, but then
Summer
she hurt her
writes.
hands, so no.
No,
No,
she
she-
was right-handed,
she
but
was
now
right.
she writes with her left hand.
So I'm the only right-handed.
Just stop. No.
Me too, Cooper. Me too.
Me and Neva.
Yeah, just a little while ago, Cole was saying I'm quiet tonight, and then somebody here says Daddy Cornstar is doing most of the talking.
Cole, someone says your magnet's too close to your computer.
My magnet's not too close to my computer. It's like a foot away. We're okay. Optical illusion. Just looks close. How do we make money in the winter, Dad?
Ooh. Well, we are grave digging.
Ethan Utter, thank you for the donation.
That's when we sell, trying to move our crops. So.
And Nathan Wilson. Sorry, Dad.
Oh, you're all right. Dang.
Yeah, during the winter time is when we sell most of our grain. So that's actually when we make most of our money, is during the winter. And then during the summer and fall, that's really when we don't bring much money in besides grave digging.
Did you guys record the live nativity?
Mm-mm.
We did not record the live nativity. Neva was Mary. She did a really good job. She sang, and I was Joseph, and I didn't forget my lines, so I'd say we did pretty good.
Neva is a really, really good singer. It's fun listening to her.
Thank you.
We have 9 minutes left in the live stream, guys, so if you have a question that you want to say, you better say it now or forever hold your peace.
What year did you start farming? I was actually farming when I was 12 years old, believe this or not, I was paying taxes at 12 years old. My dad could not claim me anymore on his taxes, so I've been around it for a long time.
Joshua Bonham, thank you for the donation. Bonham? I think it's Bonham.
How much snow do we usually get on average here in Iowa? 36 inches or something like that on average?
Probably 30 inches.
I think about 30 to 36 inches on average. Some years it seems like we get a lot, and then some winters,
Everyone's asking questions.
not very much. What question is that?
Holy cow, I can't read this.
It's so fast.
Houston Firefox, thank you for the donation. And Dad, are you buying stock in Heinz?
I should be. And our daughter is married, and they do not have kids yet.
Oh, I just sent that. Gosh.
Cole, can you talk about the exponential of your channel going from 10,000 subscribers to 158,000 subscribers in 9 months? Well, I mean, I can. It wasn't really anything I did different. It just kind of took off. I mean, it's all on you guys. I didn't really do anything. So I can only give the thanks to you. Someone a little bit ago asked for if I had any tips for anyone starting a YouTube channel. And my biggest thing is you have to be consistent and you have to be very honest with yourself when it comes to your videos. You have to look at it and you say, what is bad about my video? And then you find something to improve upon. Just one thing at a time. And then, your first video is going to be your worst one. Your second video is going to be terrible too. Your third video is going to be bad. By the time you get to your 50th video, they should be getting better. So you just got to be consistent. You got to be willing to put in that effort in order to get better. I've never seen a YouTube channel where someone was consistent and they produced good content that wasn't successful. So it's just getting to the point where you're producing good content. It takes time, just like with anything else. You got to learn how to do it when you're brand new to it. So put in that effort and you'll get there.
Cooper Norris, I'm glad we can share a name.
It stops every 60 seconds.
I like chocolate,
Yeah,
if anybody cares.
I don't know.
The Alien Jones, thank you for the donation. And the Golden Lady, thank you for your donation too.
Have you ever thought about raising animals on the farm?
Our kids are animals.
Yeah.
We used to we used to buy a lot of feeder pigs and then raise feeder pigs to fat pigs. But our setup, we really don't have the buildings or anything anymore for a lot of that stuff. So I don't know. When we were in livestock, I actually don't miss them, I guess, because my hat's off to you livestock people. They're married to their livestock. I mean, you got to be out there 7 days a week, snowstorms, whatever. There is a lot of responsibility. Our buildings were getting older, so we got out years ago when the hog market crashed. But I don't think I'd want to get back into livestock. I actually wake up sometimes, it's usually 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I keep thinking I forgot to feed the hogs or something, and we've been out of them for years, so it does get stuck in your head.
I like any kind of chocolate.
Someone asked if I had pizza today. We actually did.
You had pizza? Leftover pizza?
Yeah.
ate all of it.
Oh. But
5 minutes left in the live stream, guys, so ask a question or hold your peace. Well, this won't be the last live stream, and you can always comment in a video, but in the live stream anyway.
Does Daddy at Cornstar like Heinz mustard? I hardly ever use mustard, but when I do use mustard, I do like Heinz mustard. But I guess, I don't know what kind of mustard we use. It ain't
Yeah,
Heinz.
with mustard, we just kind of buy what
The
you
store
find at the
brand.
store, yeah. I like mustard. I eat a lot of mustard. It's
When are you
good.
gonna focus on your house, Cole?
See, the thing is with the house, it's really expensive, and it requires a lot of labor. Otherwise, it takes a really long time to do a project on it. So, basically when we have free time from the farm, we're working on it. It's going to be a late spring, midsummer project that'll probably go into fall. So it's just kind of when we get the help to do it. Right now we're working on the outside, and I'd really like to work on the attic at some point and the upstairs bathroom. Those are kind of the first 2 rooms I would really like to do. But with that being said, it's expensive.
What's your favorite food?
Who donated $100?
Yeah.
Vinny Sagragri,
No,
thank
the
you.
$1.90.
It says-
Eagle's Nest, thank
Eagle's
you.
Nest.
It says, do you guys use tobacco and stuff? None of us do. None of us smoke. None of us
I said thank you.
Chew.
chew or any of that. Actually, I don't think anybody in this family drinks. I don't think.
There's someone asked about our P.O. box. If you want to know our P.O. box, it's in the video description of all of our videos, and you can send whatever you want to that.
Someone wants to send me chocolate. Where do they send it, Cole?
ARMD Farms, thank you for the donation. And by the way, guys, if you want to send Mom Cornstar chocolate, you can send it to the P.O. box. Mom likes chocolate.
Canadian bacon is my favorite pizza.
Neva likes Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Oh, yeah.
Or Reese's Peanut Butter M&Ms.
Yes.
Somebody did send a
Good
big box
choice,
of that.
Neva.
And she likes
You
chocolate
know,
chip
Neva.
cookies.
Yes.
Without the chocolate chips.
Yeah, chocolate chip cookies without the chocolate chip.
I'll eat your chocolate chips, Neva. I'll help you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Next time we do this, I'm gonna have to figure out how to slow my phone down so I can read the stuff a little quicker.
Oh, my meat. Someone wants my meatloaf recipe.
Me.
Oh.
People ask if we can do a live stream from the shop. We really can't because the lights rob any kind of signal whatsoever down there, so you get no reception. That's why we're in my office right now.
Cool. What's your favorite snack?
I really like cashews or almonds. They're good.
Somebody asked how
Fruit?
cold it
Frozen
gets
fruit.
here. Sometimes we can get in minus 30 actual wind or actual temperature sometimes in the winter.
But thank goodness it's not that now.
Yeah. 0 to minus 10 can be pretty common in the winter time, but then a lot of times we're in the 20-degree range.
ARMD Farms, thank you again for another donation. You really don't have to do that. It's very nice of you. You got 1 minute left, guys, and then we're going to be ending the live stream.
I just want to thank everybody for making us feel so special, taking time to watch us and stuff. Like I said, we're probably just as our same self in real life as we are on the videos and stuff. So it's just average farm.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and listening to us ramble on for 2 hours. And be sure to stay tuned for all of our other videos. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 6 o'clock p.m. Central. So be sure to stay tuned for all those days. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It notifies you when I post new videos. Be sure to hit the like button. Let's try to get this video to 5,000 likes here within the next hour of this live stream ending. And then from there, the sky's the limit. If we can get 10,000 likes on this live stream, that'd be awesome.
And it's fun reading all your guys' comments too that you put on after Cole puts a video out. That's really neat too. I probably read them 3, 4, 5, 10 times a day.
300, 400, 500 times a day. Yeah, we all like reading everything that you guys put out, and we read every single comment. We might not always reply to every single one, but we do read them. And I do my best within the first hour of posting a video. I try to get to everybody during that time. So if you want me to respond to you, that's going to be your highest chances of me responding. So thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. We will talk to you later. I got to get up and turn off this live stream as the camera's far away.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.